In case you missed out on the major local and international news updates within the week, worry no more because we've got you covered. Join us on First Next News for a complete highlight of important stories from Nigeria and around the world. You can follow us on our YouTube channel at First Next News for full news reports. Hello everyone, a very pleasant day to you. Here are the top stories. These are: Dangote Refinery reduces fuel price nationwide, provides updates on petrol distribution. Hospitals short at residents, doctors begin nationwide strike. On the foreign scene, Trump lobbies EU for 100% tariffs on China and India. A very good day to you and welcome to First Next News Port Harcourt. I am Becky Usoro. Now the news in details. Dangote Refinery has reduced its premium motor spirits retail price nationwide on Monday, September 15, 2025, as a new date to begin the direct petrol distribution initiative. The initiative, which Dangote Group had earlier announced would kick off on August 15, 2025, would see the $20 billion plan to distribute petrol and diesel to consumers with its 4,000 compressed natural gas trucks at zero logistics cost. The 650,000 barrel per day refinery said its new gantry price is 820 naira per litre, the same price announced last month. The company, which is currently in a face-off with the Nigerian Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers, NUPENG, disclosed this in a fresh price template released by Dangote Group on its X account. With a new price template in Lagos, Oyo, Ogun, Ondo and Ekiti, Dangote Refinery's petrol retail price stands at 804.1 naira per litre from 860 per litre. In Abuja, Edo, Delta, Rivers, and Kwara states, the largest African refinery's retail price is 851 naira per litre, down from 885 naira per litre. This means that Dangote Refinery will deliver its petrol directly to willing consumers in Lagos and the southwest states at the reduced retail price of 19 naira, which is in Abuja, North Central and South, it will be a 34 naira reduction. It stressed that the new price template and direct fuel distribution scheme are expected to take effect on Monday, September 15, 2025. Meanwhile, reports that the Dangote Refinery price template is not binding on petroleum marketers and retailers except MRS and its other distribution partners. NUPENG on Thursday announced that it may return to strike against Dangote Group, alleging that the company reneged on its recent resolutions. However, Dangote Group said it respects to voluntary membership of unions by its workers. You're still listening to News on First News Port Harcourt. Still ahead, hospitals shut as resident doctors begin nationwide strike. On the foreign scene, Trump lobbies EU for 100% tariffs on China and India. Please stay tuned. Welcome back. Many thanks for staying tuned. We now bring you the rest of the news. Sad news in the heart of Nigerians, as hospitals nationwide are expected to be short as resident doctors under the National Association of Resident Doctors (NAD) have commenced a 5-day warning strike. The action followed the expiration of a 24-hour ultimatum issued to the federal government after an earlier 10-day deadline lapsed on September 10 without resolution of their demands. Reports that NAD had on September 1 warned that it swore down tools if the governments failed to address lingering issues. The association confirmed the commencement of the strike in a message release on Friday and signed by its Secretary General Dr. Oluwashola Odumbaku. According to NAD, the strike decision was reached after a 6-hour virtual extraordinary National Executive Council meeting, which followed the expiration of its ultimatum to the federal government. The issues raised by the doctors include the non-release of the 2025 Medical Residence Training Fund, non-payment of 5 months' arrears, arising from the revised consolidated medical salary structure, as well as outstanding specialist and hazard allowances. Moving on to the foreign scene, Donald Trump has called on the European Union (EU) to hit China and India with tariffs of up to 100% to force Russian President Vladimir Putin to end the war in Ukraine. The U.S. president made the demand during a meeting between U.S. and EU officials on Tuesday, discussing options to increase economic pressure on Russia. Trump, who previously pledged to end the conflict on day one of becoming president, is struggling to broker a peace between Moscow and Kyiv. Trump said on Tuesday that he plans to talk to Putin on a call this week or early next week. China and India are major buyers of Russian oil, which helps to keep the country's economy and war machine afloat. Last month, the U.S. imposed a 50% tariff on goods from India, which included a 25% penalty for its transactions with Russia. Although the EU has said it would end its dependency on Russian energy, around 19% of its natural gas imports still come from there. If the EU does impose the tariffs on China and India, it would mark a change to its approach of attempting to isolate Russia with sanctions rather than levies. Trump's request to the EU, first reported by the Financial Times, follows remarks from U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, who said Washington was prepared to escalate economic pressure but needed stronger European backing. We now bring you highlights of the top stories so far. Dangote Refinery reduces fuel price nationwide, provides updates on petrol distribution. Hospitals shut as resident doctors begin nationwide strike. On the foreign scene, brought to you that Trump lobbies EU for 100% tariffs on China and India. That's all on the news this hour. For more stories and updates on political trends, you can follow us and kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel at First Next News. Do remember, democracy is the only system that persists in asking the powers that be whether they are the powers that ought to be. I am Becky Osara. Many thanks for watching. Bye for now. In case you missed out on the major local and international news updates within the week, worry no more because we've got you covered. Join us on First Next News for a complete highlight of important stories from Nigeria and around the world. You can follow us on our YouTube channel at First Next News for full news reports.